My name is Ari Gautier. I'm a French writer of Indo-Malagasy origin living in Oslo. The Thinnai is my second novel translated to English and published in India by Ashet India. This book is one of the very few novels on Pondicherry and its Franco-Indian community. Be it in France or anywhere else in the world, people are always amazed to know that there is a small Indian community living in India and in France and the rest of the world who are still French. I'm going to read a passage to explain how we became French. My father knew the language of Molière as well as that of Thiruvalluvar, but my uncle only knew Tamil. My father was French and my uncle was Indian. This anomaly was an inheritance of the colonial regime. On 3rd January 1882, my great-grandfather, Nalanda, presented himself at Pondicherry's newly built city hall. He was tired from the journey on foot from Ariyankupam, but impressed by the stately building in front of him. Hesitant and anxious, he got in line behind many other people waiting to make an important decision. 200 years ago, one of his ancestors had converted to Catholicism to escape untouchability. Now Nalanda was about to dive into another new world, seeking a better life for himself and his children. He would become a French citizen. An escape route from poverty had opened on 21st September 1881 when the French government passed its law of renunciation. The people waiting in line with Nalanda were excitedly discussing the issue while two groups outside the line shouted at them, trying to influence their decision. The first was the lawyer Pondicherry's clique. They encouraged renunciation. The second was the squadron of Shanmugam, the Black Louis XI, the Machiavellian, the opponent of renunciation. The two men, in fact, were from the same caste of Vellala, but Pondicherry belonged to the city Vellalas who worked in the colonial administration. They had converted to Catholicism and believed in the values of the French Republic. Shanmugam was one of the rich landlords who reigned in the villages. He was the head of the traditionalist Hindus who opposed everything foreign. Pondicherry was the first Indian to renounce, taking the new name of Laporte. Shanmugam hated him. Nalanda couldn't afford to fight for an ideology. He wanted to give his family a better future. He was ready. What was he giving up? A vile, shameful condition had been imposed on him. Would it be such a sacrifice to have a new name? On that didn't have any caste connotations. Didn't it make sense to pursue a better status, even if it's a foreign one? As he moved forward in the line, things gradually grew clearer. By the time he was facing the bureaucrat and the two witnesses, there was no shadow of a doubt. The devil take tradition. So this is how the Indians became French citizens after the French Revolution, and because the French wanted to spread their revolutionary values, so they wanted to give French citizen to all the colonial subjects. And that's how the Frenchness entered in my family. So that's why I'm writing in French. So get yourself a copy and come and sit on my Thinnai.